Hello everyone, I am Joseph. Welcome to Joseph's Easy English.
If you are new here, please click that subscribe button and like this video.
We help you practice real everyday English. Today we have a very special lesson. We're going to a museum to learn about the life of Jesus. It is a long story, so get comfortable.
Please, if you like learning with us, click that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps us so much. Yes, thank you.
Let's listen to the conversation now.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Good morning. Welcome to the History Museum. How can I help you today?
Hi, I would like to buy a ticket for the new exhibition. The one about, the life of Jesus. Is that open today?
Yes, it is open. That is the Historical Jesus exhibition. It is very popular. Do you need just one ticket?
Yes, just one for me, please. How much is it?
It is $20, but if you are a student or a senior, it is $15.
Oh, I am not a student. I am working. Here is my credit card.
Thank you. Please insert your card here. Okay. Here's your receipt and your ticket.
Thank you. Do you have an audio guide? My English is not perfect. I want to understand everything.
We do have audio guides, but actually, I'm starting a guided tour right now. It's free. I speak slowly and clearly. Would you like to join me?
Really? That would be fantastic. Thank you so much. My name is Ken.
Nice to meet you, Ken. I'm Sarah. I will be your guide. Let's wait just 1 minute for... Actually, it looks like it is just you and me right now. It's a quiet morning.
Lucky me, a private tour.
Exactly. Let's walk this way. We will start in the first room. It is about his birth. Okay, Ken, look at this map on the wall. This is the land of Israel a long time ago.
I see. It looks dry.
Yes. Now, most people think Jesus was born in the year 1 AD, or year 0. But look at this timeline.
It says 4 BC or 7 BC. Why?
Good question. Historians, the people who study history, think he was actually born earlier. He was born while a king named Herod was alive, and King Herod died in 4 BC.
Oh, I understand. So the calendar is a little bit wrong.
Yes, exactly. A little bit off. Now, look at this display here. What do you see?
I see a small baby and animals. It looks like a farm?
Yes, this is the traditional story. We call it the Nativity. The story says he was born in a town called Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Yes, I know that name. Because of the census, right? The population count?
You know your history. Yes. The story says his parents, Mary and Joseph, had to travel to Bethlehem. But many historians think he might have been born in his hometown, Nazareth.
Nazareth. That is in the north, right?
Correct. Nazareth was a very small village, very poor. Maybe only 400 people lived there.
Wow. Only 400 people? That is tiny.
Yes, it was a humble beginning. He was not a rich prince. He was a normal boy in a poor village. Let's move to the next display.
Okay. Who are these men on camels?
These are the Magi, or wise men. They came from the east. They followed a star to find the baby.
Did they bring gifts?
Yes, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Expensive gifts. But look here. The king, Herod, was not happy. He wanted to kill the baby.
That is terrible. Why?
He was afraid. He heard a new king was born. So Mary and Joseph escaped. They ran away to Egypt.
To Egypt? Like the pyramids?
Yes, they were refugees. They had to leave their home to be safe.
That is very sad. But they came back later, right?
Yes, after King Herod died. They went back to Nazareth. Come over here. Look at these tools.
I see hammers and saws. Wood. Was Jesus a carpenter?
That is a very common belief. But look closely, Ken, at the sign. What is the Greek word there?
It says Tektōn?
Yes, Tektōn. People usually translate this as carpenter, but in that area, houses were made of stone, not wood.
Oh, so he was a stone worker?
Probably a builder or a stone mason. It was hard work, heavy lifting. He was probably very strong.
I never thought of that. I always imagined him with wood.
Most people do. Also, there was a big city being built nearby called Sepphoris. He might have worked there. He saw rich people and poor people.
Interesting. So he worked until he was 30?
Yes, he had a normal job for a long time. But then something changed. Let's go to the river room. Welcome to the Jordan River.
It looks peaceful. Who is that man in the water? The one with the long hair?
That is John the Baptist. He was Jesus' cousin.
He looks wild.
He was. He lived in the desert. He ate insects and honey. He told people to change their lives, to say sorry for their bad actions.
And Jesus went to him?
Yes, Jesus went into the water to be baptized. This was the start of we call it his ministry, his work.
Did something happen in the water?
The story says the sky opened, and a voice said, "This is my son."
Wow, that must have been amazing to see.
Indeed. After this, Jesus went into the desert alone for 40 days.
40 days? With no food?
No food. He was fasting. He was tested by the devil, but he stayed strong. He decided what kind of leader he wanted to be. Not a rich king, but a spiritual leader.
I see. So, after the desert, did he go back to work as a builder?
No, he started traveling. He needed helpers. Look at this boat.
It is a fishing boat.
Yes, he went to the Sea of Galilee. He saw some fishermen, Peter, Andrew, James, John. He said, "Follow me."
And they just followed him? Left their jobs?
They did. They left their nets and followed him. He had 12 main students called disciples. But Ken, did you know he also had many female followers?
Women too?
Yes, like Mary Magdalene. She was very important. She helped support him. In those days, men and women usually didn't mix like that. It was very modern of him.
He sounds like he was breaking the rules.
He was. He broke many social rules. Let's move to the next room. This is the miracles room. Jesus became famous for two things, his teaching and his miracles.
What is a miracle?
A miracle is something impossible that happens, like magic, but from God. Look at these jars.
Wine jars?
Yes, his first miracle was at a wedding. They ran out of wine. He turned water into wine.
That is a useful miracle for a party.
Yes, it is. But he also healed people. He made blind people see. He made people who could not walk again.
Why did he do that? To show he was powerful?
Partly, but mostly because he had compassion. He felt sad for them. He touched people that no one else would touch, like people with skin diseases.
He was kind.
Very kind. But he also said difficult things. Look at this mountain scene. This is where he gave a famous speech, the Sermon on the Mount.
What did he say?
He said, "Love your enemies."
Love my enemies? That is very hard.
It is very hard. He said if someone hits you on one cheek, turn the other cheek. Don't fight back.
I don't know if I could do that.
It is difficult for everyone, but he taught about love, forgiveness, and helping the poor. He said the poor are important to God.
I like that. But did everyone like him?
No, the religious leaders, the Pharisees, did not like him.
Why not? He was doing good things.
They thought he was breaking the religious laws. For example, on the Sabbath day, Saturday, you are not supposed to work, but Jesus healed people on Saturday.
And they called that work?
Yes, they were angry. They asked, "Who is this man? Why does he think he can forgive sins?" They were jealous and afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of the Romans. Remember, the Romans controlled the country. If Jesus caused too much trouble, the Romans might destroy everything.
Ah, politics. It is always politics.
Exactly. Let's go to the dark room now, the Passion Room. This is the sad part of the story.
It is darker in here.
Yes, this room covers the last week of his life. We call it Holy Week. It started happily. He rode a donkey into Jerusalem.
A donkey? Not a horse?
A donkey is a symbol of peace. A horse is for war. The people shouted Hosanna. They treated him like a king.
But the leaders didn't like that.
No. Then Jesus went to the temple. Look at this picture. He is flipping over tables. He's angry.
He looks furious. Why?
People were selling things in the temple, cheating poor people. He said, "My house is a house of prayer, but you made it a den of thieves."
I have never seen him angry in the other pictures.
This was the moment that changed everything. The leaders decided he had to die.
So what happened next?
He had a final dinner with his friends, the Last Supper.
Is that the famous painting?
Yes, he gave them bread and wine. He said, "This is my body. This is my blood." He knew he was going to die.
Did his friends know?
They didn't understand. Later that night, he went to a garden to pray. He was very scared. He didn't want to die. But one of his friends betrayed him.
Betrayed him? Which one?
Judas. He told the soldiers where Jesus was, for money, 30 silver coins.
That is cheap for a life.
Very cheap. The soldiers arrested him. They took him to the high priest and then to the Roman governor Pontius Pilate.
Did the governor want to kill him?
Actually, not really. Pilate thought Jesus was innocent, but the crowd was shouting. They wanted Jesus dead. Pilate was afraid of a riot, so he washed his hands and said, "Do it."
He was weak.
Yes, he chose power over justice. Jesus was sentenced to death by crucifixion.
Crucifixion. That is on a cross, right?
Yes, it is a terrible way to die. Very painful. They nailed his hands and feet.
That hurts just to think about.
He hung there for 6 hours. The soldiers made fun of him. They put a sign above his head, "King of the Jews."
But he didn't fight back?
No. He even prayed for the soldiers. He said, "Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing."
He forgave the people killing him?
Yes, that is the core of his teaching, extreme forgiveness. Then he died. The sky turned black.
That is very heavy, Sarah.
It is. His friends were heartbroken. A rich man named Joseph, a different Joseph, took the body. He put it in a tomb, a cave cut into rock.
And they closed it with a stone.
A huge stone. Everyone thought it was over. The movement was finished.
But we are in the next room now. It is bright again.
Yes, this is the resurrection room.
What does resurrection mean?
It means coming back to life. The story says that 3 days later, on Sunday morning, some women went to the tomb.
Mary Magdalene again?
Yes, but when they arrived, the stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty.
Where was the body?
An angel told them, "He is not here. He has risen."
Did anyone see him alive, or was the body just stolen?
That is the big question. Skeptics say the body was stolen, but his friends claimed they saw him. They talked to him. He ate with them.
Really? He ate food?
Yes, he appeared to hundreds of people over 40 days. His friends were so sure he was alive that they stopped being afraid. They started telling everyone the news.
And that is how the religion started.
Exactly. If they thought he was dead, they would have gone home. But because they believed he was alive, they traveled the world. They created the church.
It is an incredible story. Even if you are not religious, it is a powerful story.
I agree. It changed the world. Even our calendar, 2023, 2024, is based on his life.
Thank you, Sarah. This was amazing. I learned so much.
You are very welcome, Ken. We are at the end of the tour now. This is the exit.
Is there a gift shop? I want to buy a book to practice reading.
Yes, right there on the left. They have some easy English books about history.
Perfect. Thanks again for your time. You are a great guide.
Thank you, Ken. Enjoy your book. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Welcome back. Did you understand the conversation?
Wow, that was a long tour. They talked about so many things.
Yes. They talked about Nazareth, the miracles, and the empty tomb.
I like the part about the carpenter word. It was actually builder or stonemason.
Yes, Tektōn. That is a great detail.
Now, we have a question for you.
Yes, please write your answer in the comments below. Which part of the story did you find most interesting? The miracles, the history, or the forgiveness?
Use English if you can, but even a few words are fantastic. We read as many as we can, and we always give hearts.
And while you're there, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, Joseph's Easy English.
Because you'll see our new videos, and it helps us to keep making lessons for you.
Yes, hit that subscribe button and a little bell icon. Then you'll get a notification when we post a new conversation.
Our next video will be about job interviews. Ooh, that will be useful.
So, from both of us, thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
You are doing something amazing by learning a new language. Be safe, be happy, and keep practicing.
Thanks for watching Joseph's Easy English. See you next time.